Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Inside A Gamer. Welcome to X-Plane 11 and welcome to a new aircraft over here at America Connect, the Flight Factor A320. So I picked this up recently. No idea how to really fly it, but look, I thought we'd give it a bit of a go. So today we're here in Denver and we're going off to Minneapolis. That's where we're planning on heading to anyways. We'll see how that goes. We've got all the ground crew out and about here in Denver. Hello to everybody in the chat. Who have we got here this evening? It's very quiet this evening. And Dougie, hello mate, welcome. Thanks for the super chat, much appreciated mate. Mikhail Games, YouTube, hello. Steg, hello. Kevin Graham, good evening. And Arjun, hello. Where is everyone tonight? Where is everyone? Maybe they'll pop in as the stream kind of drags on, shall we say. So yeah, look, so here we go. We're with the Flight Factor. It's a new aircraft to me. I will tell you now, my landings are not been that great in it. For some reason, the sensitivity is just a bit off. I just don't understand. I can't figure it out. But anyways, we'll see how today goes. I average probably about 600 in this aircraft, which is probably not a good start. So yeah, I'll be showing you a full dark and cold startup of the Flight Factor A320. And yeah, so look, let's just get straight into things because we've got a long way to go today. So we're going to go down to the PFD first. Basically, I'll show you how you would set up this aircraft. I've already done a few bits. So your supply, you'd make sure you have your ground power and your chocks on. You don't need your air starter unit. The fuel truck's already cooled, so we will set our fuel for tonight. So tonight's fuel, according to SimBrief, was... Dun dun dun. Where's SimBrief? Okay, they reckon that we're going to need a block fuel of 7,750. So we'll round it up to about 7,800-ish. There we go, perfect, and we're going to press set. So that has now set the fuel automatically for you. Packs for today, we have 113 according to ACARS, and that's just going to distribute them. We're going to press set, that's now going to put them in the aircraft. And cargo, we should have around 5 kilos of cargo. Not very much cargo on board today. There we go, we'll set that, and we'll go back to this main page. So there you go, that is kind of the aircraft set up as such. We're going to flick on the 2 batteries. There we go. And we're going to throw on our external power. We're going to flick on our ideas so that can all get lined up. That's all going to start flashing. We'll throw on our fuel pumps here at this stage as well. Emergency lighting set. Smoking and seatbelt signs set. Beacon light to on, as we're going to be starting to do some stuff on the ground very, very soon. Crew supply on as well. And then we just got to wait for everything to turn on. And in the meantime... I suppose we could talk to ATC, couldn't we? Okay, we need some frequencies though. Where are we going to? So we probably want KDEN. Clearance delivery is what we want. Here they are. Simply 1025, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Simply 1025 is cleared to Kilo Mike Sierra Papa. Climb via the CHUWY1 departure, then is filed. Expect departure runway 34 left. Climb
34
to
left.
Level 230 via the departure. Expect higher clearances 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.05. Squawk 6354.
Simply 1025 is cleared to Kilo Mike Sierra Papa. Climb via the
Okay, we're going to change that to T8.
Then is filed.
Turn off our master caution here.
Flight level 230 via the departure.
Okay, 230.
Clearances 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.05. Squawk 6354.
Lots of squawking going on here. Okay.
Simply 1025 read back correct. Altimeter 29er.
Landon, can I be a mod? Generally, all my mods are people that have been around for quite a while. Hi, I'm here, but chomping down food at the moment. Kids have run me right all day. No worries, mate. The Buzz, hello, mate. Amateur question: what's the difference between the A320 and A321? Sizes, fuel sizes, passenger configurations, cargo, and it can go a bit further. So they're basically the basics, really. It's just a little bit of a bigger of the same aircraft, basically. Okay, so we've had our clearance. Let's have a look at the MacDo on this bad boy. So if we go to the init page, to get a company route on this, it's really strange. It's not how you'd normally import it from SimBrief. So what you'd use is the last 3 letters of each of the aircraft. So we are KDEN, so DEN. We are going to KMSP, so we want MSP. MSP. and then you want 01 because it's the only one that I've got down here, and that should now bring us up. There we go. It now bring us up our flight plan from SimBrief. Okay, so I am flight number inside a game is 002. That's fine. Okay, so we want to go to wind. We're going to request our wind, so we have all our wind data nice. IRS in it. We're going to align on reference, confirm alignment. Okay, that's now going to align everything for us. Now, ATC already gave us clearance. Where did they give it? They've actually given me a different runway than I expected to have. Now this is on live, so if the weather changes, it will change runways. So that's obviously what's happened. So where are we going today? Three, four left. Okay. 3-4 left. So we're going to go into our flight plan. We're going to go to KDEN departure. We're looking for 34 left. I have no idea where that actually is now. We're getting the Chewy 1. That's not here. Interesting. No, there it is. The Chewy 1. We can insert that into our flight plan. We'll just check for discontinuities. At the moment it's okay. It's a very short flight plan actually. Not a long flight tonight. Arrival. I'm going to put it in now what I think we're going to be getting. We may change that once we're up in the air. I'm expecting ILS 35 as that is the runway in use at the moment. Interesting that it doesn't have an ILS to 35. There it is. No, where's it gone? 35Z. And we reckon it'll be the Torgi 3. But again, this can change later on. And we're going to be taking the Jimmy's approach. There we go. Insert that in. We got discontinuity there, so we're just going to clear that. So there we go. And make sure there's no more. Oh no, there's another one here. So we're going to press clear. Get rid of this. Oh, not allowed. Okay, for some reason, it does this sometimes. And I don't know how to get rid of it. Because you can't click on that one to bring it up one. So yeah, that's really annoying. Okay, let's have a look on the flight plan. If we click onto plan here, it's going to give us a dotted line. That's okay. I just want to see what the hell is this doing here. Okay, so as we come in, okay, we have to vector onto Jimenez ourselves. It's no big drama, I suppose. Weird that it doesn't clear. Like I said, I'm still learning this aircraft, guys, so this one's a bit different. Joshua Lang, hello mate, welcome. Really messed up A-cars after the last flight, yeah. Not hello mate. Get rid of the manual first. Okay, where's that gone now? Oh, this one. Okay, so that's me flying manually, isn't it? So you're saying now it'll clear? Ah, yeah, you're a smart man. So there we go. There's our approach. Thank you to Burko Flyer. I'm still getting used to this FMC, how this one works compared. Anyways, what else do we need today? We need to go into our init B page. Zero fuel weight, if we just press weight request, it will now do everything for you from the FMC that we've already done. And then performance, I've had to use a different calculator for this one. Okay, so they reckon 144 is our V1, 145 is VR, 147 is V2. Okay, we will be at flaps 1 takeoff. We've got a nice big runway and we'll be flexing to 63 degrees. So there we go. That is the flight plan roughly done. Hey. Jonathan Holmes, how much is business class? Too much for you, mate. It's a free ride. So yeah, so look, we're just waiting for this to kind of align. It's still not aligned yet. It is getting there. So we've already done our fuel. Everything is set. We can now remove that. Our paxes, we can shut the doors. The cargoes, we can shut the doors for the cargo as well. Have a look on the outside. Most of the stuff's now started clearing up already. It's going to start disappearing. All the baggage has been done. Passengers are pretty much boarded. Doors are now closing. Okay, we've now aligned, which is perfect. We'll move that back down to 10. Here it is. There we go. Okay, let's throw on the APU. I'm going to wait for that to open up, and we need to get some more clearances and stuff here. Simply 1025, request taxi to runway 34 left.
Simply 1025, this is Denver ground.
Oh yeah.
119.47, please repeat your request.
Simply 1025, request taxi to runway 34 left.
Simply 1025, taxi to runway 34 left via taxiways Alpha Sierra.
Jonathan Holmes, inside the game, you pay you $3,000. Yeah, we might have to pay quite a few to... Like I said, my landings have not been great in this.
Taxi to runway 34 left via taxiways Alpha Sierra, Hotel, Alpha Alpha, Whiskey Alpha. Hold short runway 34 left, simply 1025.
Okay, let's fire up the APU. Let's get rid of the ground handling now. We can now take the chocks off. So strange, because this was not the taxiway I was expecting today. Does your ground handling stuff disappear automatically? I clicked them in the plugins thing. Yeah, I had to click them. What's the ETA? We will be cruising today at 31,000 feet eventually. And it should only take probably about an hour and 15 minutes. We're not going too far today in the States. Not going too far. Denver to Minneapolis. Okay. APU is on. We may as well throw on the bleed here at this point, and we may as well request engine start and pushback. Simply 1025 ready for pushback and engine start.
Simply 1025, pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved, simply 1025.
Okay.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Here comes the tug. Sounds like your type of airline. Yeah. Okay. Everything is looking okay here. I'm going to lift that up so it's not in my way. We are on the ground. That's all done there. Everything is looking good. I think we're all well and good. For pushback.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
So the repaint does have a few little issues with alignments. It's not 100% yet. That's why it's not put live on the website for anyone using this. This line has to go thicker. This is too thin. Hopefully it'll be fixed tonight. Hopefully. It seems to be like a red glow coming off. Must be the paint. Andy, hello mate. You just missed the full startup situation. Is this payware scenery? No. This is actually the freeware airport Denver. I couldn't even find one on the org site that I actually felt the default looked better than the org one.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay guys, so now bear with me with some buttons. So my normal braking is my parking brake. My low braking is my heavy braking. And low braking doesn't really work. Let's get a YouTuber, hello. Okay, we're getting pushed back anyways. Engine starts, so we're going to crank engine number 2. We don't really get the noises as much in this cockpit. Now there is a sound pack for this aircraft that I think was probably worth investing in. Maybe we'll invest in that in the future. But yeah, it does miss some noises. It's okay at takeoff, but it is definitely missing something. Okay, and what we'll do also, we're going to throw on flaps 1. Yeah. Fuel pumps are on, aren't they? Yep. Why is my engine not starting? Lead is on. Hello. There we go. Engine 2 is now firing. Took a bit longer to go than expected. Some of the airports that come with X-Plane are actually quite good. Yeah, the only thing is like my ground textures, obviously I'm using all the HD taxis and runways and signs and stuff, so obviously that improves the default quite a lot. I don't know, it's because it says YT, is that not YouTube? I don't know. Okay, we're going to fire engine number 1.
Operation complete. Set. Parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, we're going to wait for both engines to become available. ITA is almost silent cockpit in the real aircraft. Ah, is that why it's so silent? I must admit, you do hear it a little bit, but you know, everyone does recommend getting the sound pack as well, just for some of the switches. What do I know, eh? Okay, engine 1 is just starting to come available. There we go, engine 1 is now available. We can throw the engine back to normal.
Tow is disconnected and bypassed and
APU bleed off.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time.
Let's put on our taxi light, guys. Now, I have no idea. I need to get my chart up on the other side because I have no idea where we're taxiing to. Down here to the right, apparently. Need to move you guys over. You only hear the gear and high engine thrust. Yeah, you hear it on movement, I must admit. Okay. Parking brake off. Taxi lights are on. Let's start our taxi. Like I said, the main thing with this aircraft is the landing. I haven't quite nailed the landing. I find it's very slow to respond on flare sometimes. How does this compare to the towless? Is it worth buying? I think it's a lot more in depth. I think there are a lot more other bits and pieces to it. I do enjoy it. There's some real gimmicky things like this window opens if you want to open the window. You know, these trays pop out. You know, you got all these kind of gizmos and gadgets and what have you. Now, it's been known to be a little bit heavier on the frames. I noticed it in LAX. I was dropping frames in LAX. I must admit, it did not like that airport, but that is quite a beefy airport anyways. I think the towless, I prefer this over the towless A321, but I still think the towless A319 is a better aircraft than this. But it's still a very nice aircraft. It is nice. Stephen Mansell, hello mate, welcome to the stream. I find it does get away with the taxiing a little bit as well. You can see it's kind of jumping frames a little bit. It's not 100% noticeable. But they have done an update and they have improved the frame rates. It was a lot worse apparently. Now I obviously have a lot of add-ons running. We have Active Sky running. We have obviously Traffic Global, which is very busy in these American airports because they're so big. The Aerosoft A319 has all of this stuff. Great little plane. Unfortunately, Aerosoft isn't on X-Plane, but yeah, the Aerosoft do a good Good job. James, hello mate, welcome to the stream. Welcome to everyone. Balls, I'm gonna have to buy this. I think the in-depth stuff, that's why I like the Zebo. Yeah, there's just a few little nicks and tricks and bits and pieces it does that's kind of nice, and it's still missing some things. Now they are updating it, of course, and there are updates, you know, that do come fairly regular, which is good. But it's just like the textures, like in here, you can see the wear on some of the buttons and the dials and switches, you know, the texturing, and you know, when you fly in like Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's like a brand new aircraft every time you fly it. You know, this feels like it's had a bit of use, you know, it's been worn. It has the rain effects like the Zebo as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so my taxiway is interesting here because it says I'm supposed to be going left, but that's not true. What's my favourite airplane in real life? I must admit, in real life, I love the A380. In real life, I've flown on it a few times as well. Really enjoyed the A380. Yeah, it's probably my favourite. No, but it's on P3D. Yeah. Yeah, those liveries are coming for you as well, the Buzz. I know that the A319 was nearly finished this morning, IMB's told me. Again, he's just having some issues because we can't test. He's using an external program to model it 3D. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have them for you anyways. At least you're sorted. Wow, bit of a long taxi here, isn't it, guys? All the way down here. A320s in America are old, and even more old. Really. Yeah. The Airbus has been around a while, to be fair. It's very popular though. Like, if anyone is watching and you don't know already, America Connect is the new, I suppose, franchise of Simply Connect VA. If any of you want to come fly with us, simplyconnectva.com. It is a project that we've been working here on the channel, and it's growing very, very nicely. Too big. Which is too big? America. Yeah, the no problem. Yeah, I told you, you are the next one coming. You are the next one. Once P3D is done, we have the CRJs on Microsoft Flight Simulator to finish, and a few other little bits and pieces. We're getting there very, very slowly. Oh, the old 737, Stephen. Do you like the 737s? Yeah. I've been on a 747. That was pretty cool, to be fair. I did a SCA flight from South Korea to the Philippines yesterday, and again, a flight I never would consider before. Yeah. Glenn Bixley, hello mate, welcome. Yeah, I must admit, the American Airlines seem to have gone down quite nicely, which is always good to see and hear, of course. Everyone seems to be enjoying them, so that's good. I've actually flown quite a few of them, and I was going through the list there. I think I'm going to be in America for a couple of more weeks.
Simply 1025, contact tower on 128.75. Have a good afternoon.
Tower on 128.75, simply 1025.
Okay, unfortunately the toe brakes don't work very well in this aircraft. There we go. Okay, we have contacted tower, so let's get our clearance. Tower, simply 1025, ready for departure, runway 34 left.
Simply 1025, winds are 052 at 11 knots, cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left, squawk 6354.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left, squawking 6354.
Okay guys, strobe lights are going on, landing lights will go on, taxi lights to take off. We'll throw on our wing and navigation, we don't really need them, the weather's not that bad actually. Take off our taxi lights, of course. Everything else is good to go. Max auto brakes, spoilers are armed, flap set to 1. Okay guys, we're good for takeoff.
Approaching 3-4 left.
My opinion on the Magnite. I don't know if you knew that I flew the Magnite the other night and we had nothing but headaches. I like the modelling. It's just missing, you know, it doesn't follow the flight plans. It's missing systems. We'll talk about the Magnite in a minute, Max. All right? James, give me just 2 minutes. Okay, spoiling over. Okay, we're stable at 50. Manual flex. Nose down. Whoa, you said there was no wind, but it's blustery. Oh, I'm fighting it with the rudder. Okay, nose up. Okay guys, V1 and rotate. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Okay, down to press climb. I didn't feel it going in the indent. There we go. Flaps up. We'll just throw in the autopilot. It's a very straight out approach, so we might as well just throw on the autopilot so we can chat. Okay. So remove the speed brakes. It's a very, very flat but very windy takeoff. I like the 757, but I'm biased. I went on Concorde when I was a kid. Oh wow. James, why are you so biased? Do you fly the 757? But I've always had a fascination in real life with Concorde. Yeah, look, the Concorde, I could pick it up.
Simply 1025 at 6,500 feet, climbing to flight level 230. Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Okay, the speed brake is bloody annoying. Just if it's a little bit out, you get a caution.
Terrain.
I'm going to do a transatlantic at some point in time allows. Yeah, the oldest aircraft I've flown was the Oman Air A300. Wow.
Simply 1025, slow to 250 knots or less. Wilco simply 1025.
So this aircraft, it is sorting itself out with its speed. It does do a few weird things. I have noticed as well, you have to descend before the top of descent. The top of the descent marker, if you do it dead on, you're not getting down in time for the glide slope, so you have to be a little bit out and then you descend. It's not climbing. It is climbing now. I was very young and remember the takeoff was frightening the life out of me. I better be awesome. I'd love to have gone on a Concorde. I'd love them to bring it back. Shame they're just so dangerous. I fly the 78777, otherwise I would choose the 757. The 757 is the reason I started liking aviation. Have you got the 757? I don't know who makes the 757 now. I haven't pondered about buying it. I fly mainly Airbuses, to be honest with you. Okay, crossing over the 10,000 feet mark, so we can retract our landing lights here.
Simply 1025, contact Denver Center on 125.905. Have a good afternoon. Center on 125.905, take care, simply 1025. Center simply 1025, climbing to flight level 230.
Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
I saw the last ever Concorde land at London. Okay, standard pressures as well now, guys, as well, before I forget to do that. Let me know, is the aircraft a bit loud? Because I haven't really worked out the volumes for streaming it. So let me know if the aircraft, because in my ears it's quite loud, on my ear. So let me know if it is a little bit on the rough side. Are we talking about X-Plane? 757 for the win. Yeah. People do say that the 757 is very good. I must admit, we'll have to do a cockpit tour in a minute because I haven't actually set the cameras for the rear. So once we kind of get up. Never seen a Concorde even in a museum on my to-do list. Volume is fine, okay, good. Yeah, I'll have to... I've seen a Concorde, but like, I'd love to have flown on one. The only thing I'm having about this America flying, the weather always seems very good. This part of the States, you know, I suppose maybe summer's coming in now. Okay, let's knock out this. Don't think there's anything else that we need to do at the moment. I think with the A380 the problem was the expense. I don't think they were making money. I think that was the big problem with the A380. I think the idea was good. I mean, look, I flew on the A380 and I loved flying on it. I flew with Singapore on it a few times, and yeah, I loved it, to be fair. There's a weird feeling, like the slow takeoff, like, yeah, it's all a bit strange. But yeah, it was nice, it was comfortable. Has Andy removed the light rules from A-cars? I have no idea, mate. Why? Are some rules not popping up anymore? Did turn your packs off for takeoff. Tut tut. My packs? What packs? Well, maybe he has changed some rules. I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. Who's flying on the VA so far tonight? We've got Simon W. He is in the Cessna CJ4. Okay, he's boarding. Flight Simmer 7700. He is in the UK. He is boarding. Steg is at KATL going to KMEM. He's en route. He's only just taken off. I'm just taken off as well. And who else we got? Richard M from K-Boss to KTL. He's going to Atlanta. He's on taxi. Just landed. And Nut is en route to JFK. Nice. Quite a few of us up in the air. It's nice to see quite a few of us have enjoyed the American routes as well. I'm quite happy with that. Saw an A380 being chucked about like a guy doing Farnborough air shows. What packs didn't I turn off?
Simply 1025. Center simply 1025 climbing to flight level 230.
Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Okay, I'm going straight up to 31,000 here now. Okay, let's have a little tour of the aircraft itself. So we can go in the door here.
1025, climb and maintain flight level 310.
There we go.
Climb and maintain flight.
I knew we were going to get that clearance.
Simply 1025.
So here we go. This is kind of our first class area. There we go. A couple of seats there. None of these open. Need to get some nice wing shots. Okay, we'll call that on control 4. She looks nice though. Still in there, approaching. Hello mate, how's the Flight Factor A320? Yeah, it's alright. I'm getting used to it. The paint isn't finished. This is looking terrible actually. You can see how badly that's missing. But there was enough paint for tonight, so that was the main thing. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. I'm finding a few little niggles with it, like landing. I find when it comes to flaring, the aircraft doesn't want to flare. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Pack 1 and Pack 2 on the overhead panel. What, these two? Don't they normally just go off after the I don't know. Hey, you're the professional pilot. Less wear and tear. Okay, fair enough. I thought generally they'd turn themselves off. Okay, so we're just leaving Colorado and we'll be going into Nebraska very, very soon. Crossing across that into, I'm pretending like I know my geography, but I'm looking at a map, into Minnesota. But so far, so good. Things are moving the way they should. Might be better out this window. That might be a bit better.
Simply 1025, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, simply 1025.
Oh Jesus, I put us in reverse thrust. How the hell did I do that? Interesting. No idea what button that is short key to, but I pressed it. 14 likes, yeah, it's good. See, I hate on the Magnite because it was made by the 4th high school kids. It's incredible that they got this far without the resources that other companies do. Okay, yeah, James, let's talk about the 787. I love the new modelling. The texturing is a lot better. The problem I flew it the other night, and the big problem I still have is the flight systems. Unfortunately, you know, now they are working on it, but unfortunately the biggest problem I have is it doesn't follow SIDS and stars. Sometimes it doesn't follow the flight plan. It's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It could be a good aircraft. The other thing I don't like about it, you always tail strike at takeoff, no matter what you do, and the aircraft just takes off after about like 80 knots on its own. But I want to like it. Now, unfortunately, Flight Factor are going to be releasing their 787 in the coming months. So I assume, obviously, they have a lot more backing financial. I'm assuming out of the box it's going to be a lot better. So unfortunately, I think it's going to be the end of the Magnite 787, unfortunately. But you're just looking, it was the 2 buttons, Pack 1, Pack 2, they come up before you spool up. No, I didn't know that. Like I said, I don't think it actually does anything in the sim. Maybe get more thrust. Well, you don't need any more thrust on a long runway. Yeah, look, cheers for that. I'll try and remember, and next time I take off I will have a look at that. One thing I do like is the Simply Connect on these things, on the Sharklets. Yeah, if anyone wants to come fly with us, come join us at simplyconnectva.com. You can check us out right now and see who's live flying on the live map. There's quite a few of us. I assume that's gone transatlantic. Yeah, GOBD. I don't even know where that is. It's somewhere in Morocco, I think. Who's up in Sweden? ENGM. I suppose that must be up in Norway.
Simply 1025, contact Denver Center on 118.47. Enjoy your afternoon.
Center on 118.47, simply 1025.
Adrian, hello mate, welcome. I bought the 748 for X-Plane. I can't fly it. It don't have SIDS to choose for landing comfort. The 748.
Center simply 1025, climbing to flight level 310.
There is a freeware version of that 747.
1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Flight Factor has already shown that they're looking to implement more features into the ND. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, Flight Factor, you know, they've got quite a few aircraft out there. The A350 is not too bad. This one's doing a bit better. It's not bad. It's not a bad aircraft, actually. I'm quite happy with it. It's nice to have an A320 for this. Yeah, I mean, I love the TOLUS. The TOLUS A309 is still probably one of my favorites. Tomorrow's stream will probably be the Beluga. We will fly the Beluga tomorrow. Have you seen their seats? Flight Factor claim to have 0 frame impact. Which one? On the new 787? Because this one has frame rate issues still. This is still not perfect. The 747. There is a freeware 747 that's is it the SSG? I must admit, the 747 is not an aircraft I generally enjoy flying, I must admit. It's not one I go for. Slun. Hello, mate. Slun? It's probably S. Lun, isn't it? Stephen Lun, maybe? Hello, hello. Oh, the SSG is payer. Which one's the one that's the freeware one? The freeware one's supposed to be pretty decent. No, there's a free 747-400. It's the 400 that's free. I know one of them was free. There's still a few things on here that I haven't really looked into too much. Look, it's got the full checklist. You can go on the internet. I find that the browser doesn't work though. Failures. All your settings. Got a Google map. Need to get an API key sorted for it though. And you can look inside here, you can cabin statuses, you can do all your lights and bits and pieces. Temperatures, 24 degrees, nice. There you go, got some waste waters. So what's this tray actually for, F1 Racer Dan? I know you fly the Airbus. Is this just to eat your lunch? Is that all it really is? That Beluga is the ugliest bird I've ever seen, believe me. I've been out of a few. Well, we will be flying the Beluga in America tomorrow. That is the plan for tomorrow's stream. I'll be doing a charter flight. Michael, hello, welcome to the stream. I have the Flight Factor A350. It's a very nice aircraft. Yeah, it's one aircraft that I see. I don't really do long hauls on my streams. That's my problem. I find it, you know, if I pick up one of these bigger birds, you know, I'm kind of limited with my time, so I get about 2 hours in the evening, so that's the problem really. I mean, they could fly them short hauls, but it's like the 787, you know, you're barely putting any fuel in it. Do you want an API key? I'll send you one. I don't mind. I can pick one up myself. You just have to get them off Google, don't you?
25 contact Denver Center on 127.905. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 127.905, simply 1025. Center simply 1025 at flight level 310.
What do you mean? I didn't catch what you asked.
1025, good afternoon.
Dan, I asked, is this trade just for your lunch? Is that what you really use it for? Looking forward to watching the nice beluga tomorrow, mate. Yeah. I do 24-hour flights. Yeah, you see, I don't see the point of putting on a flight and walking away from the computer. It's flyable and good. It has noticeable features missing. Yeah, some people say there are a few bits missing, but like everything, Flight Factor seems to always have a few bits missing on all the bloody stuff, really, don't they? Oh, we got some clouds. Nice. Yeah, I can't do 24-hour flights. I wouldn't even, you know. Okay, we've now just crossed into Nebraska. Then we will cut into South Dakota, actually. I'm waiting for the Innie-Bill's A380. Yeah, I think, you know, the Beluga's out. I think now they'll be working on their A380. Yeah, hopefully we get a good A380. Look, either way, we know we're going to get one with Microsoft Flight Simulator from Fly-by-Wire team. So, yeah, look, it's... yeah, I'm looking forward to the A380 from Innie-Bills as well. Like I said, I actually love the Beluga. I don't own the A300. But maybe, you know, flying the Beluga is basically flying the A300. I do like its systems. To be fair, I haven't flown the Beluga now in about 3 weeks, so hopefully we know what we're doing tomorrow. 7 hours is my max, just have it running on the side while I'm working, yeah. Yeah, fly-by-wire's A380. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain that'd be pretty decent. Yeah, it's just a tray, really. Paper charts, but now it's just checklists.
Center on 118.47.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain you just eat your lunch on it. Okay, we've been handed off again to a new tower.
Center simply 1025 at flight level 310.
Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Radar contact. Simulation Nation, hello mate, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone to the stream. I had Microsoft Flight Simulator when it first came out, didn't like it, so I stick with my X-Plane. Yeah, look, I think there's even a lot of streamers as well that are really into the aviation. You see that they fly more X-Plane than they do Microsoft Flight Simulator. But, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator gets you the views. It's a bit like my channel. Most people come here for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I do try and mix it up, but I love my range of planes on X-Plane. I think my X-Plane looks fairly decent as well. But yeah, we will probably have to do a Microsoft Flight Simulator flight this week at some point in the week. When's more trains? I was planning trains for Friday. Got some train videos coming out during the day this week. Do you own a VR headset? No. I'd like to do this in VR. I was looking, but like the Oculus Rift was like 300 euros. I'm training to become a pilot at the moment with BA. Nice. Too late for me to go training to be a pilot full time. CO183, Microsoft is a good looking game. X-Plane is a simulator. Well, I'm glad you think that. Like I said, most of my viewers come from Microsoft Flight Simulator because of the videos I make, and unfortunately I don't fly it as much, so they get a bit peeved when I fly X-Plane. I envy that tray. I need one of those. James, it's pretty cool that you fly the Boeings. Oh, the Rift discontinued, did it? Oh yeah, but they had the newer one. I can't remember what it's called now. What was the next one they did? Can't remember now off the top of my head. I did look at VR stuff, but yeah, it's expensive. I was planning to get my private license and document it on YouTube, was my plan for last year, but unfortunately COVID has stopped everything. So I don't know how that's going to go. That was my idea. I planned to go get my private license on the side. There's an airfield down the road here. Looked into it, kind of got to the point where I was going to start looking at doing it, and then COVID hit, and then nothing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that will still happen, but that was my idea. That was my idea. I would have liked to have gone and got my private license. I want to start flying the A380 when they come out of long-term storage. Oh, nice. I brought ALYX, not realizing it needed the VR headset. Oh, nice. Yeah, 787, nice. Okay, you know what we can do? We can fill in some of our data for landing. Let's get Discord up. We need... Get the Discord bot. Where are you? KMSP. Okay, 2957. Ground temperature today is 11 degrees. 340 at 12 knot. Oh, gust up to 19. Oh, Jesus Christ, this could be a... Oh no, no. Thinking about it. Oh, okay, we're all good. Okay, so 340 at 12 knots. Gust up to 19. It's not going to be fun. Okay, I don't have my QNHs yet. My DH, I mean. Haven't even looked at the charts and Navigraph yet. Maybe we can look at a chart now. How about that? Okay, DNH 944. Okay, that's fine. 3000 for the ILS capture. Nice.
Simply 1025, contact Denver Center on 132.7. Enjoy your afternoon.
Center on 132.7, simply 1025. Center simply 1025 at flight level 310.
Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
You'll be missing out when the 777 rolls around. A350 won't be the shiniest jet on the block. Well, James, you're more than welcome to come join us in the Discord. It's always good to have more real-life pilots to answer questions. If you ever want to come fly with us on the VA as well, you're more than welcome. Okay, so just past SS1. That's when they're expecting us to descend. Like I said, this aircraft, it doesn't manage itself down very well. We might actually do vertical speed and bring ourselves down. I don't know yet. We'll see how she goes. We'll watch her go down. Simply pays top dollar for salaries, yeah. I think the Airbus is just, it's just always a bit brighter in here and stuff. That's my feeling with them. I feel like there's a lot more automated systems, and you know, you get this lovely tray. Like you said, the Boeing's missing the tray. How are you supposed to eat your lunch? I mean, does eating flight food get boring? Ataya Benson, hello from Israel. Hello, mate. Landed now to watch the rest of the stream. There's a nice feature got emailed today that say the flight has been accepted. Is that new? I don't know, mate. Andy's always working on the website, and half the time I never know when things are coming or what they're doing. They just happen. I have no idea, to be fair. Quite possibly, yeah. Quite possibly. But welcome from Israel as well, mate. Everyone's always more than welcome. Everyone wants the bus. Yeah. Yes, it gets very boring. Yeah, that's probably the worst thing about flight food, isn't it? Especially if you're doing kind of domestic flights. I suppose what you get is a microwaved ham and cheese sandwich that they call a toasty, and then charge you €10 for it. Obviously, I assume you guys get it for free, of course. Man, I'd be drinking so much tea and coffee. That's the worst thing about being a pilot. You got so much downtime. What do you do if you're flying with someone you don't particularly like? It must be terrible. You used to be a huge fan of the Dash 8. Well, everyone's a huge fan of me flying the Dash 8 on the streams. We all know how that goes. I think the last one I did a donut on the runway. I think that's what happened. The long haul food isn't too bad on planes. I actually had the worst experience though. I remember when I was going on the second leg from Singapore to Sydney. I was on a 747 and I was sitting between these two Asians. Nothing wrong with Asians either, by the way, before we get down them line. And they gave me the food, and the way they eat their food is very particular. Man, just watching them, I couldn't eat my own food. I felt so sick. Plus I was hungover from the first flight, to be fair. When I used to do flights for BA, the food was disgusting. Had to drink lots of wine to take the food away. If you're the pilot, you make them hand fly the whole way to shut them up. I won't go into detail, but it was when I flew the 737. Yeah, that'd be the worst thing. Just have to spend all day with someone that you don't want to spend a day with. Like, that's the good thing of being a bus driver. I literally put my earphones in and I don't have to talk to no one. I drive my bus. Happy days. And one thing I will say about you pilots compared to us bus drivers, you know, if there's a storm, you don't go out. If there's a volcanic ash, you don't go out. You know, slight bit of rain, you know, the plane doesn't land, doesn't go out. The bus drivers, it could be a tornado outside, we still go out. You know, it could be literally snowing 10 feet deep and as dangerous as hell, we still go out. And we get a fraction of your salary. It's wrong. I once had my ex fly with me. What, up in the cockpit? Can you have people in the booster chairs in the back? I remember back in the day when you know, I was a lot younger. I used to fly to England and Ireland a lot when my parents were separated, and the Ryanair pilots used to let me in the cockpit then. How come your lot beat Spurs? Oh, we demolished Spurs today, and we had a goal disallowed, which was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, United had a good win. Oh, she was cabin crew. Oh. So that's probably the worst thing, I suppose, but then again, it's kind of easier because like you're both doing the same job away a lot of the time. You know, it's probably the jump seat, the booster seat. I went for a cyclone bowler. Even the tractor got stuck. Yeah, us bus drivers, it doesn't matter what we do, we go out. Nothing stops us. I think we're the real heroes. I carry just as many passengers as you do these days. You know, a double-decker bus can take 120 people. If I make one crash or one mistake, I'm going to prison for a long time. I do generally believe bus drivers should get paid more. And we actually have to talk to the people all day. Well, Eslan, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I feel like I'm a bit of a pilot these days, you know, since I'm not cleared for work yet. I've become a full-time sim pilot. Yeah, it's always the thing with these kind of jobs, isn't it? More than pilots. Yeah, do you know how hard it is to drive a bus all day and deal with the See, the thing is, you guys, you know, once you're up in the air, it's fairly easy going. You know, we got these hectic roads. Imagine driving in busy London, huge coaches now that have 5-meter tail swings that they shouldn't even have. You know, cyclists, taxi drivers, all day long staying focused like that. It is tough. I'm not gonna lie. You know, bus drivers are underrated. They're very underrated. People think, pfft, you know, they're very underrated. You know, people think it's an easy skilled job. Yeah, look, it might be easy to get your license and stuff, but to, you know, we make one mistake on that road, there's a lot of people that's going to be injured or hurt. You know, people at Lidl get paid more per hour than bus drivers sometimes. You know, it is nuts. Who knows? Nah, look, you guys do have a lot of workload on and stuff as well, but you know, you get a lot more downtime as well when it's up in autopilot and you're doing a, you know, a 10-hour flight. You know, really, you're not focused for 10 hours, are you? Let's be honest. I had one bad experience when a guy started mouthing off to a member of the cabin crew. The captain got out the flight deck and said, "What's going on?" It's the training though inside. They use 99% of their knowledge 1% of the time. Next stream, we can join Discord and have a debate. Oh, look. Pff. I like talking to people behind the cockpit door. Look, yeah, and then we have the public to deal with all day long, and there are some scumbags. I'll tell you now. You do a Friday night out in the town when the kids are all getting on, and the bottles are rattling upstairs, and they're jumping around and smashing windows and puking everywhere, and oh my god, it is underrated, our job. But yeah, I'll happily take you on in a debate, not a problem. But don't get me wrong, I think you guys have a hard job, but I think you guys get paid a massive amount of money for that job. But I just wish they took a bit of care and consideration to bus driving. You know, we do have the same risk factors. You know, we make mistakes, people are going to get real hurt, you know what I mean? Off topic here, why does your flight model look different? Weather add-ons. Which ones? My clouds and stuff. I'm using Active Sky. Have you seen how quick they check out your shopping though, huh? I can't even read now. Have you seen how quick they check out your shopping though? What do you mean? I've literally dragged the passenger off the coach before when they kicked off. Out the door he went.
Simply
Yeah.
1025 contact Minneapolis Center on 128.0. Have
Yeah.
a good afternoon.
Well, what I do now, when I've said this before on my bus streams, when you see a drunk hanging on the bus pole and you're the last bus at night and you see he's struggling, not a chance am I stopping to let him on. Not a chance.
Center 1025 at flight level 310.
Yeah.
Simply 1025. Good afternoon. Radar contact.
Well, like I said, Active Sky is on. The wind and real weather stuff is on. It's not too windy up here. It is moving around a little bit. What's our winds? Oh, we've got a nice tailwind. Look at that. Being a bus driver is statistically way more dangerous. The pay is unacceptable. Well, I'm glad someone's now on our side. Yeah, look, I don't know. Like I said, Active Sky is injected real weather. I know it affects the weather and stuff up in the air, and landing it's more realistic. So yeah, I assume it is Active Sky that is forcing my plane to move around a bit more. It's to add a bit of realism. I'm also using what's it bloody called? XP Realistic. I don't know if that's causing a little bit, but yeah, my plane is behaving a bit. We see it moving around. I fly Belfast a lot. I tend to stay in the cockpit and turn around. Scary place. You said little staff get paid more than bus drivers. Some do, probably, yeah. I mean, the average wage in the UK for a bus driver is about 10 quid? It's not far off the minimum wage as it is. Now, I must admit, here in Ireland, it's a bit different. The bus drivers do get paid quite well here. Not quite well, but they get paid better, anyways. But you see, here in Ireland, places are so rural, they're very dependent on the buses. So, we can get away with getting a bit more. Local shops and stuff can be, even for me, like you guys might go to your local shop, might be a 5-minute walk from your house. If I want to go to my local shop, it's about a 4-kilometer walk, and it's on a very scary road. Like, if you don't drive here, you're pretty screwed. Okay. Yeah, it's very windy up here. The aircraft is bouncing around, isn't it? Get very close to the top of the descent. I'm in the process of looking at houses in Scotland to get my family out of here. The last few months, the crime has been ridiculous. Someone tried to open the car door this morning. Enough is enough. Yeah, I know the crime's been pretty bad up there recently. Just wait until I come over later in the year. Maybe I'll wait for you. That's if I'm back to work. I don't know what's going on. I don't know when the doctors are going to clear me again, if they're going to clear me. PC specs, you can bring them up there. If anyone's wondering, I'm using the Flight Factor A320 with Active Sky, which people say are frame rate killers. It's not too bad. We might notice a little bit coming into landing, but I find with America the airports are so large. That's what's kind of causing it. Something happened at Belfast Airport a few weeks ago. Yeah, look, there's a lot of things going on at the moment. Shotkev, hey, I've been ages. I've been around. How are things? Good. How are you, mate? Good, good. Surviving. What else have we got to do these days? But survive. And Curtis Hard is back. Where have you been, mate? What have you been doing? Getting too busy for me these days. Find it interesting you and Andy disappeared at the same time, though. So we see if anyone else has started flying on the VA this evening. Nope. Simon is now on his way. We're all en route. So yeah, guys, we'll fly to Beluga tomorrow. We'll fly it in the States. Won't do too much of a long flight. That'll be the plan.
Simply 1025, contact Minneapolis Center on 124.1. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 124.1, simply 1025.
Yeah, surviving is a good answer, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit
Center
strange, isn't it?
Simply 1025 at flight level 310. Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Fly Concorde. I haven't actually got the Concorde. I know it's not that expensive. Isn't it? Jesus, glad I'm not flying an island tonight. Here comes the wind. Saying that, it's looking pretty rough down here, isn't it? 19 gusts. Could be a gusty landing, guys. You see the wind picking up now. I've been thinking for your 5K, instead of doing a long flight, what about a VATSIM flight? It'll fit into your life a bit. If people want me to fly VATSIM, I will fly VATSIM. I've got no drama flying VATSIM. The worst thing is just getting controllers in the areas that I want to fly. You know, you have to kind of pick your flights around the controllers, and the amount of times I've done that and then the controllers disappear. Yeah, look, I mean, if people want me to fly VATSIM, I'll fly VATSIM. Tolis are doing the what's the next one they're bringing out? Mine's gone blank. Tolis do have a new aircraft coming, an Airbus. You have to Google it now. The A340 released in late 2021, so the A340 is coming, guys. A340. Don't know why I went so blank. Yeah, the subscribers have slowed down a little bit though, I must admit. Had a nice little boost there last week. It's kind of gone a bit stale again. It kind of goes up and down. So I think we've got a little bit to go before the 5K. My average is around 200 a month, so by the end of next month possibly. Yeah, this is good kind of medium to long haul. Wow, the wind up here is getting brutal. Can you see the wings? Someone begged them to do the A3A. I&I builds. The people that built the Beluga are building the A380. Is the Antonov 225 on X-Plane 11? There is an Antonov, isn't there? James, yeah, he wants a toeless. The A350 is done by Flight Factor. The Mali is a bit closer in the UK, so people are doing other things in YouTube. It's very true. Yeah, I think the big kind of last 3 or 4 months was mainly to do with COVID, with people being stuck at home. So yeah, I'm probably definitely going to start feeling it soon. When all of you guys go back to work, what am I going to do? So, my average for this aircraft is about -500, so be interesting to see can we land. It's going to be rough weather too. It's a toeless aircraft as well. They worked on it together. It's Flight Factor toeless. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just Flight Factor.
1025 contact Minneapolis Center on 132.05.
I did not know that.
Good day. Center on 132.05, simply 1025. Center simply 1025 at flight level 310.
Simply 1025. Good afternoon. Radar
Stephen,
contact.
I will be around to watch your streams. Awesome. At least I have one. Yeah, all of you will be back to work and back to normal soon. You reckon that herd immunity in the UK won't take very long now of the amount of vaccinations going on? Here in Ireland we'll still be in lockdown this time next year, you watch. Things will change anyways. When I do get cleared for work, my schedules will change as well. It won't be so frequent on the streaming and stuff. Sometimes I'm on nights, sometimes I'm on earlies, it just depends. Did you play Tottenham today? Yes, we smashed them 3-1. It should have been 4-1. We had a goal disallowed for the most ridiculous reason on VAR. It was absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, still got Arjun as well. There you go, I got 2. I'll be around, but there'll be a gap as we shift house. Yeah, no problem. Okay guys, if any of you would like to know, we're currently over South Dakota. As we head into Minnesota. Getting very close to the top of the descent now. VAR can jog on. Yeah, McTominay put his hand back and Son looked down like he'd been murdered. It was ridiculous. Yeah, the A340 would be nice. Like I said, by the end of the year, late 2021 from toeless. So we know it would be decent. But we'll have the toeless price bracket on it. That's the only thing. So get your wallet open. Some of these clouds are looking really nice. I must admit, Active Sky has... the weather injection into this has made it a lot better. Oh, just refreshed. Actually, Derby County was the worst thing ever to happen to football. Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, tomorrow at the Beluga. I'm quite excited to fly the Beluga. I haven't flown it in a while. Hopefully we're going to be okay tomorrow. ETA, from this point I reckon 20 minutes-ish for landing. We're literally just about to start descending. It'll be about 10 o'clock. Yeah. The Zulu time there. Takeoff went alright, mate. As always, one can be. Like I said, I'm still learning this aircraft myself, so we'll get used to it. How are Derby County even doing? Didn't he take like loads of the Man United kids on loan? Just looking at the Discord, I'm seeing Andy's implementing some changes to the landing quality. Might be interesting. What's going on Thursday this week? Team Level, you should start making Microsoft Flight Simulator vids. I do make Microsoft Flight Simulator vids. I just prefer flying on X-Plane. I do both. I do both. I mix it up. I don't mind Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's alright. Why X-Plane? Just curious. Well, why not X-Plane? Look at it. How can you tell me that it's not beautiful out there? I'll be honest with you, the reason why I like flying X-Plane is because my range of aircraft. Okay? Microsoft Flight Simulator ain't quite like flying the A320 all the time bores me. I know I'm flying the A320 tonight on this, but like I have, you know, the Beluga, the A319, the A321, the Zevo 737, the 747 on here is better. Like at the moment, Microsoft really only has two planes, the CRJ and the A320. I do fly both. I fly both, but my preference is X-Plane. It's always been X-Plane. So, you know, with all the add-ons and stuff that I have, my X-Plane is pretty decent. And that for me, that's mainly it. I have a range of aircraft, to be honest with you. That's pretty much it. And I still don't get the big hoo-ha. Like, if people come to my channel, if people come to my channel for, you know, flight simulation, why would you not want to watch X-Plane as well? Because what you're going to learn is the same things that you'll take across to Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, look at the movement of my aircraft here. Like, the way it's just jumbling around in the wind, active skies looking beautiful. I didn't realise it was going to get so dark when we came into land. I can't land this plane to save my life though. But look, Microsoft Flight Simulator will have that level of aircraft in about another year and a half. You know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to have, you know, PDMG are looking at bringing out their 737s, obviously the A380s. There's a lot more stuff coming from Aerosoft. So look, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator will have that amount of aircraft soon. Still, the thing is, it's a little bit buggy. Even like the fly-by-wire A320, you know, I flew it there the other weekend and we were going around in circles, you know. It still needs to iron out a few creases, but it'll get there. If Derby County is a swear word in your house, then I guess you support Nottingham Forest. A321's your favourite. Yeah, I can't seem to land that A321 to save my bloody life. When the Quality Wings comes out, yeah, look, there's a lot of aircraft due very soon from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, you know, I dip in and out of both of them. I'll probably do another X-Plane tomorrow because I want to fly the Beluga. But then, you know, we'll probably move on to Microsoft Flight Simulator for a flight this week. I try and do a bit of both. But I like to think if people come to subscribe to the channel through my Microsoft videos that, you know, they might watch a stream here or there, you know. And, you know, it's still flight simulation. I don't see what the big deal is, really. Oh, here we go.
Arrival for the ILS approach to runway 35 at Minneapolis St. Paul International World. After Swan cleared direct Torquay.
Expect the Torquay 3 arrival for the ILS approach to runway 35 after Swan cleared direct Torquay simply 1025.
Okay, yeah, we've taken the Torquay, which is the one that I expected to have, so yeah, that's all good. Not quite at top of the descent yet. Nearly there. I discovered, thanks to someone on here, don't flare the A321. Now this is an aircraft I can't even land, so here we go. Yeah. Maybe because they don't own it, they don't care. Yeah, but you'd like to think, you know, if I fly this over the fly-by-wire A320, the systems are the same. What I find with this one, it says flare. You go to flare, nothing happens. I'm finding some sensitivity issues. Like I said, there are some backward things with this flight factor as well. Like the park and brake isn't under the park and brake under the settings. It's under you know, braking pressures. It's a bit weird. They feel the plane nose down over the threshold and then yank it up. Yeah, I probably have huge flaring issues. It's probably what's costing me the heavy landings. Okay, just gonna have looks at the charts here. So we need to go down to 3,000 anyway. So we'll start getting this all ready now. I'm only here for the FPS games. The systems aren't the same. Flight factor is miles ahead of... Well, yeah, you know what I mean, James. I wasn't saying like exactly, but, you know, like startup procedures and what you call it. Team level. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. You're all more than welcome. Come join us in the Discord as well. And fly for Simply Connect VA, who's who we're flying for tonight, which is my virtual airlines associated with the channel. With the American Connect tonight. The plane noses down in real life too. That's to let the pilot feel the plane. Yeah, yeah. I find this really hard to flare. I must admit. Once it comes down to that threshold point, it gets a bit weird on this aircraft. I floated earlier, I must admit. If we do anything under 600, I'm happy tonight. This is only my third flight with this aircraft, to be fair.
Simply 1025 contact Minneapolis Center on 127.1. Have a nice day.
Center on 127.1 simply 1025. Center simply 1025 at flight level 310.
Simply 1025. Good afternoon. Radar contact. Simply 1025 descend to cross Torgy at flight level 210, then descend via the Torgy 3 arrival to 4,000 feet altimeter 2957 at Minneapolis St. Paul International Road.
Will cross Torgy at flight level 210, then descend via the Torgy 3 arrival to 4,000 feet altimeter 2957 simply 1025.
2957? That's not the one I just had. What did I get from 2957? Yeah, that was correct. There you go. Okay, so we are now starting our descent, guys. Gonna be a nice evening landing, actually. Yeah, so look, I don't know what this landing's gonna look like. I just haven't quite got it right yet. Let's see if she gets down properly. Okay, so walk across Torgy at flight level 210. So where's Torgy? Okay, so at the next waypoint, basically, we need to be down at 210. 30 nautical miles. Let's take over this ourselves. Oh, 210. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of bloody 120. You know what? We'll keep an eye on this first. We'll see if it gets down to 21,000 at Torgy. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've noticed that it is being a bit iffy. It freaking gets dark here early in America, doesn't it? Look at that. That is a view. Just make your focus on the center line and touchdown zones. I like the live map on the website. It's so cool. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? You can see everybody up in there flying. Everyone's on approach apart from Nut and Simon. Flight Sim is on approach. Steg's on approach. I just hit approach now as well. Have a look at landing rates. Richard, minus 0.12. How the hell did you manage that on the A321? Simon on the C25, minus 95, not bad. The Buzz came in at 176 at Birmingham International. I landed earlier at minus 300. Darren S, minus 1,115. Jesus Christ.
Simply 1025 contact Minneapolis Center on 125.5. Enjoy your afternoon.
Dean Wolf, hello mate, welcome.
Center on 125.5 simply 1025.
Yeah, look, it's just a new aircraft to me. Once we get used to the aircraft, it will be alright again. You know me, I'm not too worried if we hammer it on the ground.
Center simply 1025 descending to 4,000 feet.
Simply 1025. Good afternoon. Radar contact. Altimeter 2964.
Altimeter 2964 simply 1025.
His A-car's buggered up. And mine is 0.12. Man, that's lighter than light. That's lighter than my footprint. Yeah, we're coming in now, guys. So, at Torgy, we'll see how it goes. Did you guys get a blip in YouTube? It says there's no data being sent. Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, X-Plane can look pretty nice. I have a lot of add-ons though. I'm using Active Sky for the clouds. I've got Shade X, XP Realistic. I've got a few other bits and pieces for shading. I can't remember what they all are now off the top of my head. I have to do a list of all the add-ons I have for you guys. All good here. Hate to think what my average is this month. I had some absolute stinkers. Yeah, I've done a couple -600s this month now, so we can forget that I'll be in it in August. April. Okay, so Torgy, we need to be at 210. Let's see if it gets it down. I've noticed that she's not getting down. More wine. Yeah, I fancy a glass of wine as well, actually, to be fair. Okay, we've got 5 nautical miles to go. I don't imagine we're going to be down on time.
1025, contact Minneapolis Center on
It looks amazing.
127.1. Have a good afternoon.
Now the one thing with this, I haven't worked out where like the lights are. The dome lights? That's inside, isn't it?
Center simply 1025 descending to 4,000 feet. Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact.
Like, these all turned up to the max. Actually, guys, there's one thing about the Flight Factor A320 that's better than towless. When you start up, the aircraft stays on bright. So you don't actually have to keep changing that. Okay, so where the bloody hell are the lights in here? I thought that was them. Yeah, I don't know where the lights are. Okay, we just passed Torgy, Offson. Where are we supposed to be here? Yeah, we're nearly caught up. See you later, mate. What? This is all my cockpit lights. This friggin' thing here. Oh, here it is. There's another one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not very light in here, is it? Yeah, thank God for that. The Zebo do that stupid brightness things too. Yeah, so this one, when you load up, the aircraft is always on. It's like 75% bright. So if you want it up just a little bit more, you can turn it up. But yeah, it's I can't believe that's all the light we get. I suppose your land would be quite dark in here. In real life. Okay, we need to be at 14,000 by Kona. 9 nautical miles. I think we should do it. It's not very light in real life, to be fair. Yeah, obviously they got that pretty nailed in here. I thought they had like lights under here and lights down here. Is that it? Yeah, wow. It is looking stunning out here. Nice kind of sunset. It won't look very nice once we get a bit lower.
Simply 1025, contact Minneapolis, approach on 135.47. Have a good afternoon. Approach on 135.47, simply 1025.
Alrighty, down we go. Actually, we should just check, make sure the frequency is correct.
Simply 1025, descending to 4,000 feet. Simply 1025.
110.95, 110.95. Okay, perfect.
Continue descent via the Torquay 3 arrival.
It's very orange. You got your ETS working. Yeah, I seen. You seen that the Discord pings you, Demon. Go Bixie, see you later, mate.
Via the Torquay 3 arrival. For the ILS approach to runway 35, simply 1025.
First feudal new key yesterday. Oh, you played it? Yeah, they gave me a key. It was been. I was embargoed not to do anything. I found it a bit frustrating. Have you played it yet, Glenn? Okay, yeah, we're not getting down on time here, guys. It does seem to be a bit of a niggling issue. 15:12, maybe. 12:860. Oh, you haven't played it yet? Wait till you play it. It's okay. It's alright, actually. But some things can be a little bit infuriating. Which I know is your speciality. So, is that what you're playing tonight, mate? I only did like the first 20 minutes. Okay, 12. Well, this one. Yeah, but why is this aircraft not getting me down by itself? Like every flight I've done now, it's caught me out a little bit. It's not come down enough. Now we're coming down like a rocket. You know me, I love the first impressions, yet 30 minutes. Oh no, I'm going to miss the first part when you get infuriated. I think the lighting on the tab actually, I think some of the actual switches don't work, bud. What do you mean in here? I suppose that's supposed to be the bright one, is it?
Simply 1025, slow to 280 knots or less. Wilco simply 1025.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're friggin' dropping out of the sky now. Okay, landing lights on. Jesus Christ. No, it was a joke. Yeah, I've never pressed that. Obviously, that's to expedite your descent, isn't it? Anyways, yeah, we're down now. We're down now. It's good. What the hell's this red thing? This really can't be the lighting fully, surely. Man. Anyways, it is what it is. And we're down. We're down nice and low. That is so dark in the cockpit. Yeah. Auto brake set. Not yet. We're only just starting to get ourselves sorted out here. It says the speed brake's out. It's not out. Okay, we're nearly there. It is very dark in here. But apparently that is like, look, forward is on the bright. I don't know. Oh, that's for the front cabin, I suppose. Okay, 7,000 at Jimmy's as we make the turn. Make setting auto brakes part of your descent checklist. Yeah, I tend to do it once I kind of, you know, get a little bit closer when I go through everything.
Simply 1025 turn right heading 180 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 35 at Minneapolis St. Paul International Hold.
I don't know why we're getting vectors now.
To the ILS approach for runway 35 simply 1025.
We're just going to keep on what we have.
Simply 1025 turn right heading 180. Heading 180 simply 1025.
We're pretty much going 180. Alright, makes you happy. Like I said, I don't normally do it until I start getting towards my last few waypoints.
Simply 1025 expedite your turn right heading 180.
Yeah, Pilot ATC I think is a bit broken.
1025.
It wants us to cut across now to get onto the ILS. Maybe it's because we're down so low. We got a long way to go on this turn. That's quite interesting. I left at 1 o'clock in Denver. I'm surprised it's so dark already in Minnesota. It didn't seem that far away for the time zone. There must be a huge gap.
Simply 1025 turn right heading 180. Heading 180 simply 1025.
Somehow pulled off a -85. Well, I'm expecting around 400 or 500 for this one. I haven't had a good landing yet. This will be the... It's only my third flight, so... Can't believe how dark it is. Is that the light? Oh look, the sun visor works on this too.
Simply 1025, turn right heading 205.
What happened now if I open up the window? Do you think it'd open?
1025. Simply 1025, turn left heading 077. Heading 077, simply 1025.
Dome light switch is here. It's on. It's on bright. Look.
Simply 1025, cleared for ILS to runway 35, fly heading 019er to intercept final descent and maintain 4,000 feet. Cleared for ILS approach to runway 35, fly heading 019er descent and maintain 4,000 feet, simply 1025.
Okay, usual stuff. Spoilers already armed. Auto brake set to medium. I've already set them. Q&H is in. Landing lights are on. Yeah, basically it gave me vectors, so obviously it just changed its mind. It's kind of meant to be semi-realistic. You know, you've been given an approach but something might happen, so they if you look at it now, it's actually giving me a longer route. So it could be because other aircraft are coming in, so I should follow it because it's like real ATC, but for this one tonight I'm not.
1025, altimeter 2957 at Minneapolis St. Paul International, hold contact tower on 123.67. Enjoy your afternoon. Altimeter 2957, tower on 123.67, simply 1025.
It's windy down here as well, guys.
Tower simply 1025, inbound for ILS approach runway 35.
Simply 1025, good afternoon. Radar contact. Continue ILS to runway 35, call when established on final.
Continue ILS to runway 35, will call when established on final, simply 1025.
Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, we're not getting down not quick enough here. Okay, let's just start bringing our speeds down. We're supposed to be down at 3,000 already, so... Trying to catch up to the ILS. Okay, this is all going very wrong very quickly. Okay, we have control. Told you, it has problems getting down. Can't even get it to slow down, let alone anything else. there's no point putting it on the approach because I was miles away from the glide slope. I think this is going to be a slight circle and come back round. Yeah, it's just something about this aircraft. It's not quite doing what it's supposed to do. So yeah, quick little circle. I'm gonna drop the gear down. So yeah, so it's definitely something not right with the getting down in time. I think you have to come down a lot earlier than it says. No big deal. Do I use a flight yoke? Yeah. No, I'm using a flight stick. I'm using the Airbus stick. Okay, let's turn around then. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I wasn't down in time. Even though we dropped out of the sky, it doesn't manage itself between the stages enough. I think from now on what we'll do is we're going to manage our own descents from now on. As soon as you capture the local... Yeah, but I was too high. So why would I capture a localizer from too high? It's not gonna get itself down. I don't know. What do I use for ATC? I use pilot to ATC. And to crash land myself. So yeah, the Burka flight doesn't make any sense. It's not bringing itself down in time for the localizer. There's no point in me capturing it when I'm up here and it's friggin' down here. You know, at that last waypoint I should have been at 3,000. I was 1,000 off. And that's going by its own computer. So I think we just need to manage our own descents. I think that's the only way. Anyways, look, doesn't matter. Did a little circle. Let's go on to land now. I think that's why my landings have been pretty hard the last couple of flights I did. I think I've been trying to get it down by its mistakes too fast. But still, don't I not need to be in line with the glide slope for the localizer? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Someone enlighten me. But when it actually captured, I was too high. It was never going to bring me down in time, surely. I had all that speed. It is ridiculous. And that was for its managed mode. Look, like I said, I need a couple of flights for this. This is only my 3rd flight, so I'll get used to its systems eventually. We'll work it out. Anyways.
1,000.
Glide slow.
Unstable approach leads to unstable landing. What, so you're telling me it would have been fine for me to have carried on the way I was? There was no way it was going to come in okay. Not in a million years. Makes sense. I could be completely wrong. I have to do a bit of need a few more flights to play with some of the systems. Good old Kurt.
Approaching 3-5.
Well, we're doing something.
Simply 1025, winds are 340 at 11 knots, clear to land runway 35.
Mm.
Clear to land runway 35, simply 1025.
Bugger that up now, no. It is windy.
500. 400. 100 above. 300. Minimum. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
Long landing, 5,000 feet remaining.
Simply 1025, exit runway when able.
Go on, reverse for us. Kick in.
Three 3,000 remaining.
Gotta come off there. Can't see a bloody thing on the road. To be honest, I don't even know where the airport is. Oh, it's back that way. Okay guys, start retracting everything. Taxi lights on. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Apparently reverse thrust is stuck on. Oh good. There we go. Even my taxi lights are shoddy. I can't see nothing. Worst taxi lights ever. Floaty flare, we call them, yeah. Like I said, it a little bit wasn't my fault there. Didn't mean to float. We'll watch how bad the landing was in a second. Whee! Funny, she turns all one way, then doesn't turn at all. Yeah, I literally can't see nothing. I can't taxi in this. I can't see any bloody thing. I'm trying to get a taxi chart up at the same time. Oh, okay, we can go down here. It's okay. And it's going to make a bit of a turn.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Yeah, the taxi lights are rubbish, eh? It's actually brighter in here than it is out there now.
Approaching, 1, 2, right.
Got to cut across another runway quickly. Yeah, nighttime landings in this obviously are not a good thing. It's too bloody dark. Oh, maybe it's because I got my lights on in here. Maybe the lights have to be turned off in here. Maybe there's too much reflection.
Approaching, 2, 2.
No idea. Not much I can do about that. Can't see a bloody thing. Look, it's like the taxi light's there. Where's the taxi light? It just doesn't do nothing. Looks pretty though. Problem is trying to find someone to bloody park. And with the reflection of my lights on the screen as well, I really can't see nothing. There's literally a plane at every gate. Is this taking the piss? Every single bloody gate. Okay, we've got some parking over here. Oh man. It's not the airport that's really dark, it's actually the aircraft. Like, you can't see nothing. Okay, let's set park and brake. Not much I can do there. Let's turn off the engines. Let's turn off ACARS. And yeah, 164 according to ACARS. Okay, let's file that flight. That's done. Okay, let's just have a look at the replay then quickly, guys, and then we'll finish it up. Yeah, we just spent 20 minutes taxiing, didn't we? There's no noise. How odd. That's really odd when there's no noise. Why is there no noise? Yeah, those lights are brutal. Like, you can't see nothing. I don't like night flying in the best days. Okay, we'll just have to watch it from here. Fortunately, we can't, we don't get no noise. Didn't realize we deviated so much. Yeah, it was not a bad landing, really. Little floaty. Was I in the touchdown markings? I think I was. No. God, the lights on this aircraft though are terrible. If you up the visual effect, it makes the light work. What, the visual effect on the tablet? What, reflection? Or do you mean through my own settings? Yeah, it's only down on medium. I don't know why they've gone down. They were on higher before. Anyways, look, let's not worry. Like I said, it was only my third flight with the Flight Factor A320, so I'll work it out. There's a few other things there that were causing me a little bit of an issue. Like, it wasn't getting down on time on the settings. No problem. I'll sort it out for the next one. I think I had it turned down because I was flying it in KLAX and it was killing my frames. Anyways, not a big deal. Okay guys, look, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Tomorrow night we'll be back with the Beluga. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys then. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for Gabriel Blue Ridge Gaming for letting me know that. I'm going to test it out in a minute. But thank you to all of you that hung out as usual. Stephen Bradley, Curtis Hard, Cabrera, Arjun, Steg, F1 Racer Dan, of course, James Barr, thank you very much, mate. Burko Fly, as usual, thank you. London, LEHL, and everyone else that was around. Stephen Mansell. Main streets, make sure HDR is on, makes a lot of difference with lights. Okay. Well, it just didn't seem there was any bloody light coming off this. You'd think there would have been something. It was so dark. But anyways, look guys, there's only the third ever flight, so we'll do more. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with the whale. So thanks guys, see you later.